All right, and moving on, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is waiting for a nod from the United States on the use of Tomahawk missiles.
But Russia warns that this will escalate the situation on the battleground dramatically. But the question is, even if Ukraine gets Tomahawk missiles from US, can Ukrainian troops use the coveted munition? And is Russia wary of the Tomahawks? More in this next report. Take a look.
NATO is focused on dispelling the stalemate around Tomahawk missiles. All eyes are on the US President Donald Trump, who says he has made a decision on providing Ukraine its ballistic and long-range missiles.
Yeah, I've sort of made a decision, pretty much, if you consider. Yeah, I think I want to find out what they're doing with them. Yes. You know, where are they sending them, I guess. I'd have to ask that question. That war should never have started, would have never started. Such bad judgment was used there. I think on both sides, by the way. But nobody looks good with the war with Russia and Ukraine. Nobody.
Russia has warned the West that providing Ukraine with Tomahawks would not only escalate the war, but destroy Russia's relationship with the United States.
There were issues raised, such as discussions about supply of new weapon systems to Ukraine, including long-range and high-precision systems like Tomahawks. I have already said that this will lead to the destruction of our relations, or at least the positive trends that have emerged in these relations.
Despite being in service for a relatively long time, the Tomahawk is a weapon system, remains a dangerous tool for conducting high-precision warfare. It can carry both conventional and nuclear warheads. The Block 4 missiles provide in-flight retargeting through data link and loitering abilities, giving Ukraine an operational range between 1,600 and 2,500 kilometers to strike deep inside Russia. They were first used in combat during Operation Desert Storm during the 1990s, and more recently to strike Iranian nuclear sites during Operation Midnight Hammer. US and allied militaries have flight-tested the GPS-enabled Tomahawk over 550 times. But here lies the problem. Even if Kyiv gets the coveted missile system, it can't be operated by Ukraine alone. The Tomahawk can be operated only by American or British military personnel, as the United Kingdom also fields the system. Also, training Ukrainian troops to operate it would at least take a year. Tomahawks require pre-launch programming, flight mission input, terrain following route planning that can only be performed by trained professionals. Russia has vowed to shoot down Tomahawk cruise missiles and bomb their launch sites if the United States decides to supply them to Ukraine. Russian lawmakers says Moscow has tackled these missiles in Syria. However, the missile's precision and terrain-hugging flight profile, Moscow's traditional S-300 and even S-400 surface-to-air systems may struggle to intercept it before terminal phase. The threat posed by a US-controlled Tomahawk deployment is thus not about range, it is also about timing, unpredictability and survivability. Even though Russian troops came face-to-face with Tomahawks during the Soviet era, can Moscow face Tomahawks again?